Alright, movement and combat, phase D, and initiative and leader activation. From By the Edge of the Sword, this is Swords of Sovereignty, Battle of Voting. And okay, so let's talk about the order here. So we have two leaders, Henry VI, there, and then John I. They've already activated, so now I'm continuing to up ascending order of command rating. So all the ones are done basically. So now I go on to the twos. And I've got Siegfried as a 2 and Adolphe as a 2 on Siegfried's side. On the other side, on John I's side, we have Godfrey as a 2 and Adolphe as a 2. So basically we have two leaders with a command rating of 2 on each side. So if there are a number of leaders on both sides with the same command rating, activate them starting with the side that has the army leader with the lower or smaller bonus. Again, I've mentioned this before, but Siegfried has a 1. John I is better. He has a bonus of 2. So since Siegfried has the lower bonus, I start activating, and then we're gonna still alternate. But so it's Siegfried's side, so I can activate Siegfried or Adolphe. I'm actually gonna activate Adolphe here. So this is what I'm going to do. Movement. First of all, all of Adolphe's units are in command. None of them are marked out of command. Our forces are starting to get mixed up. They're starting to get mixed up here. They're starting to get mixed up here. They're starting to get mixed up here. That's the point in the battle where we're at. This seems to always be a dynamic that is pretty sharp in By the Edge of the Sword, and that is what it is. So. Movement of leader and all in-command units. So, first of all, Adolphe is stacked here with some knights right there. He's in a front hex of Adolphe and his knights, but there are no hard zones of control. Actually, there are no zones of control at all. Actually, but moving from Adolphe's knights front hex to their rear hex. There's nothing special, nothing extra. So that's 1, and then 2 to... no, he's going to say stay straight. So that's just 1 forward to the edge of the rise there. Now his militia units, 2 militia units stacked together, they're going to go forward up the rise into the clear for 2. So 1 for up, 1 for clear, 1, 2. 3 to change a hex side in facing. Yeah, so a unit can change facing at the beginning, during, or end of movement. It simply costs 1 movement point per hex side, like he did there. The only difference is if you're in the front hex of an enemy unit, it costs you 2 movement points per hex side. So that's 3 and 4. So now that they did move into the front hex of Adolphe and his knights there. So that's movement there, and then these discouraged units. Let's see. They would have to turn. Actually, they'll just stay put. But here, these mounted men-at-arms, they are going to charge. So they move forward. I'm going to charge these enemy militia here. Grab a charge marker. That. Alright, then we would go to ranged fire. We don't have that in this battle. Declaration of melees. I could melee here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stay on the defensive here. Then we go to resolutions of melee charges first. So we're going to go resolve this charge. What's important is we have mounted men-at-arms, strength of 2, unit quality of 4 versus enemy militia unit. Dismounted, strength of 2, quality of 4. So quality is the same, no difference there. So again, we do the melee procedure. Again, we have defensive fire, and then you'd have offensive fire. But we're going to go with diagonal modifiers for terrain. This is just open terrain. Road does nothing. Road or path or whatever. Track, actually that's a track there. That doesn't do anything. Turn diagonal modifiers linked to strength ratio. They're actually the same, 2 against 2. So there's no difference there. Types of units, though, there should be a big difference here. So we have knights, or mounted men-at-arms against militia. That is +2. So now we're up to +2. That +2. Quality is the same, so there's no difference there. Actually, then we just add 3 for charging in the front hex for 5. I don't see anything else. No leaders involved. No facing issues. Nobody's discouraged yet. Nobody's routed. Blah blah blah. Yep. So actually, it's just fine. Well, actually, that's not bad at all. Make the melee roll. Oh, only roll a 2. That's not good. 7. All right. Defender is fatigued. Flip it over. Fatigued and retreat. 1, and the attacker's obligatory advance. Now, that should be a Elan. So charging unit was not already fatigued. And the charge resulted in advance after melee without fatigue. And actually, he could actually change 1 hex side and attack these guys, but he'll just, maybe he should do that. Actually, no, I think he should. So it must advance and vacate a hex while changing facing by one hex side if desired, like that, and execute a new charge against the unit currently in its central front hex. They're out of command. I don't think that matters. There's a war wagon there. And here's another militia unit, but it's strength 5. +1 for the war wagon, that's 6. So that is 1 to 3 strength, right? Because it's 2 against 6, 1 to 3. That is -1. So do -1 for that right away. Terrain is still clear. Again, it's HA. Mounted men-at-arms against militia, that's +2. So we go from -1 to +1. And then +3 for the charge. Yeah, execute a new charge. So that should be 4. I think that is it. The war wagon was factored into the defending strength. +4, yeah. Oh, there we go. 6 +4 is 10. All right, the defender is discouraged and retreats. So, and that means, actually I should slow down here. He retreats like that. He's still out of command. Discourage and retreat. Oh, obligatory advance. So actually we do capture this war wagon. So actually each side has captured the other side's war wagon. He goes forward like that. Now I could do the exploitation, what do they call it? The dispersion. But maybe I'll just hold off. Yeah, because Adolphe, his leader's right here. So he'll stay within 3 hexes of his leader. Charge is over. There we go. So he fatigued this unit, discouraged this unit, pushed both of them back. Actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The action's getting tangled up here. Battle of Vortingen.